It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Bengals and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick! And the fumble recovery is made. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already Brock a massive swing in this contest.
This way, kid, if we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Going to the ground again on first. Has another lead. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Out of the gun, Young. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down from the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's second and goal.
Let's go now. Go. Go.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he drives this forward to the 6. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on third and goal now.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Check, Panther. Roll.
Shotgun snap now to Young. On the move, headed right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
They'll go, it's Pollard. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Off play action, it's Fields. And that one's caught along the left sideline. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, Cam. Right.
From the 47. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Right.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Fields to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the end of... Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. And quick to the left, it's caught. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And he gets in, touchdown. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Broncos and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And finally, they bring him down. touchdown. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Reload. Smash. Bronco switch.
Again, a run with Pollard. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd
Here we
and
go.
2.
Right back to Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss. Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4th. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Bengals football. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And his perfect start is over. One of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Play action, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing off the play fake here. Headed out right. Took off with it again. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Here we go. Go.
From the red zone now. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Here we go.
From the gun, Taylor. And they'll make their stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 13-point lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Young looking to throw. Brushes him off with ease. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bengal offense getting the football late in the first half. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Here we go. Right.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fields on 3rd. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Drops to a knee, clock's gonna run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. That's the half. Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to throw Fields. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Fields looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
Another throw for Fields. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jair Alexander with the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
They go play action here. On target to Waddle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go, Smite. Right.
They're going play action. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go, Smite. Right.
Now a handoff to Taylor. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Broncos 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. To the air on 1st down. Young. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Roll! Hey! Reload!
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Got 46 on his 1st punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Bengals have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. That one's cut along the left sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Finds his man, Waddle. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, Smite.
Fields on 1st down. Rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Here we go. Right.
Here's a give to Taylor. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Has it in close. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Here we go. Check go.
Play action now, Young. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, it's Pollard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Set.
Young on the play action. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
Another big rip for him. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Don't jump.
From the 36. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. On target to his man Taylor. It's inside the 10. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Hey, 10. Here we go.
Play action, Fields. He rolls to his right. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Defense shows blitz. Young hits him on the out route. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Young looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Pass caught by Ridley. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
13 more yards. That's good.
Young on 1st and 10. Connects with Johnson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. It's a Denver touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Fields. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals making a 3-score game in the 4th. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defense...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Bronco switch. Alert! Alert!
Shotgun snap now to Young. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Bengals take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to...
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Broncos corral it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Has his man, it's Ridley. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Young to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Taken in by Williams outright. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Hey, 551.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.